Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is titled, What Are People Noticing About You? I have 3 piles for you to choose from. As always, you are welcome to pick more than one, but please pick using your intuition. After you select your pile, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I'm going to give you all a few seconds to pick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. If you chose pile number 1, this is going to be your reading. If you hear any background noise, it's my book of channeled messages. So let us go to your pile. Okay, so what are people noticing about you, pile number 1? I'm going to read a little bit of the channeled messages, and then I'm going to finish them towards the end of the reading. Okay. So there's something about you having this newfound energy. You could have a new pet, maybe a new cat. You could have a new phone number. Some of you could have even had like a landline, like put inside your home. Maybe you're more like vintage. You're more colorful, you're more vibrant. People are seeing you bloom and step into your feminine energy. And it's something about your beauty. You may be stepping into like glamour magic, or you're just taking better care of your hair, your skin, your nails. Maybe you're taking vitamins, maybe you're working out, maybe you're listening to meditations, but whatever it is, it's working and people really, really like it. Now let's get into the cards, and we're going to come back to these channeled messages a little bit later. So, what are people noticing about you, pile number 1? With the Mars card being here, people are noticing that there's a lot of new energy. Again, this is relating to Aries. You may be an Aries, but there's like this glow up you've had. And it started from the inside, and people can see that you're serious about your goals. You're a very hard worker. People are noticing how hard you work. So, if there's some type of skill you've acquired, people can see the improvement. So, pile number 1, people are noticing that you're improving in whatever skill you have. So, if you're at a job, you're improving. Maybe you're going to be promoted to another level of leadership. And if this is something you're doing online, let's say you are a content creator, your content is changing, it's becoming better, or there's something about your editing that's really, really good. It's like whatever you're doing to better yourself, people are really starting to notice that, pile number 1. You may also be the type that's like, you're not backing down from confrontation anymore. People are noticing that you face them more head on. So you may actually intimidate people, pile number 1, because you don't shy away from conflict. You ask people questions. You don't beat around the bush. You don't assume. You ask for clarification. You're more assertive. This is something that people are noticing, because I feel that you've evolved from being like this people pleaser and walking on eggshells. Like, now you say it like it is. You tell people the truth, and you don't really worry about if people's feelings are hurt. You just worry about speaking your truth. Not to say that like you don't care about how people feel. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like you understand that if they are an adult, they're going to be able to handle the truth of what you're saying. They have to learn how to regulate their emotions. So you're understanding that you have to advocate for yourself, and you're not avoiding conflict. That's what people are noticing about you. It's like, it's also this too, like you're very, very peaceful. Okay, this is something people notice about you, pal number 1, but it's like the moment somebody tries you, you get in that Mars energy, and then they learn not to ever try you again. That's that energy. It's like people may assume, oh, this person is peaceful, but that doesn't mean that they can't go to war. Some of the most peaceful people are the most strategic people when it comes to war. Like, and I'm not talking about war in terms of like violence. I'm saying like energy, or if you want to say something crazy to them, they can say something crazier to you and actually, check you or put you in your place. So you're moving more into this energy of where you actually put people in their place. People are noticing that. Maybe people seeing something online, or they heard something you said, or it was something through the grapevine, but it's like you're putting people in their place. And for some of you, you may not have to say anything. It's like your life, the way your life is turning out is shutting a lot of mouths. People who used to speak on you, who thought that they knew your path, who thought that they knew what was going to happen, none of what they predicted ever came true. And you are shining, you are excelling. And it's like the people who spoke on you, they have to eat their words, pal number one. That's what people are noticing about you. The next card we have is Venus. I thought it was interesting that you had Mars and Venus. So that's a balance. People are seeing you as balanced, as somebody who has this healthy amount of divine feminine energy and masculine. I feel like you were primarily in your masculine energy a lot, and now you're learning to be in your feminine energy, and this is something that people are noticing about you. You could be changing up your appearance, and again, your beauty. There's something significant about that. You could be getting like new home decor as well, or you've like redecorated, because there's something about like art and beauty and home decor when it comes to people noticing you, pound number one. The next card we have is trust. So people are noticing that you trust yourself more, especially if there's some type of craft or skill you've been working on. People notice that, but also people notice that they trust you. It's something about your energy where people feel safe. They feel like invited, they feel comfortable even if they don't know you, and it kind of scares people. But people are noticing like how they can just open up to you, but to other people they will be a brick wall. People are noticing that your energy is very comforting. People are also noticing with this trust card how much faith you have. Because I feel like this skill that you've acquired, maybe you went to school, whatever this may be, it's taken you years. It's taken you time for this to actually grow and develop. And now it's paying off. We have good things to come. So people are noticing that your blessings are coming in. Like people can see the work you're putting in and they know it's going to pay off. They know you're going to reap that harvest. Okay. So just be mindful, pal number one, of people trying to come back from the past, because there's this energy of like, whenever you start glowing up and whenever things start to work in your favor, you're clearing out the energy, you're cutting cords, you're clearing out the clutter, excuse me. You're clearing out the clutter spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Goodness. Let me slow down. But yeah, all those three things I just mentioned. You're doing all of that, and it's like people will try to come back to try to get into that energy and try to receive those blessings with you, but spirit said this is for you. So you have good things coming in. Somebody literally could be getting a new car, okay, because this is a car on this card. People are also noticing that you're protected from their evil eye, because there may be certain people that try to send you certain things and they come and check on your page to see if you're going to post something sad, or to see if they're going to see any evidence of their evil eye working or affecting you, and it never does. This could even be in person. People might see you in person. Maybe this is a place you work, because I'm getting a workplace. It could be a workplace, or this could be like family events where you go around and it's like people may have said things about you, and it's like they are waiting for a reaction, or they're waiting for you to feel some type of way, and you don't really care. That's what people are noticing. Like you don't care about their negativity, period. The next card that we have is the Strength card. Yes, the Strength. Some of you could be Leos. People are noticing that your hair is longer, or your hair is growing out. Okay, if you're a man, people are noticing that like your beard is full, or your face is full, or something about the hair really going nice with your skin here. You take really good care of your hair. It could be shiny, black, or blonde. Yeah, somebody could have dyed their hair too, and people are noticing that. Maybe you put like an ombre kind of style. You may like to do more than one color. But yeah, there's something specific about hair. But going back to strength, people are noticing that a lot of the things that you've overcome, pile number one, they could never. You've been through many betrayals. You've been through deceitful people. You've been through these major setbacks, but it was all designed for this major comeback. I feel that you have a strength that has been cultivated over the years, because you didn't start out this way. This is not a strength that you just had. It's something that you had to develop over time. And you have this inner peace and this inner strength, so people can't disturb you. You are grounded. People are noticing that. People are noticing that they can't get to you. You have a strong sense of self. The next card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, you're going to reap your harvest. All the things that you've planted, all the seeds that you've planted. Somebody here could be receiving a certificate, some type of award or a trophy. There's some type of accolade you're going to be receiving, maybe even financially. But people are noticing that you have a lot of blessings coming your way. There's an emphasis on that. It's like people can sense your abundance. They can see that you're abundant with this Nine of Pentacles, but it's what you've created. It's seeds you've planted. I feel like this has taken years' work for you, but it's finally paying off, pal number one. The next card that we have is creativity. You've been nurturing your creativity. So you're changing up your style, your appearance, and people, they notice this about you. Maybe you're being more true to your creativity. So things that you may have been afraid to wear or try, you're doing that, and people are noticing that change up within you. Yeah, because we have the Aquarius card. So there may be things that you like to do that maybe people may consider unorthodox. So, for example, you could be the kind of person that you want to dye your hair purple and green, but some people may not like that, but you like it. It's that kind of energy. It's Aquarian like, because it's very different, but it's original. People are noticing that you are being true to yourself. You're being original. You're being who you want to be. You're not following any trends. Okay. The next card that we have is I wish I could look like you. So there's something about your creativity. I feel like the way you style yourself, maybe the way you do your makeup, but whatever it is, whether you're male, female, or non binary, there's something about your creativity and your fashion sense. And people really admire it. You're one of a kind, pal number one, like with your style and the way that you present yourself. It's very unique because it's making me think about there was this time on Instagram, I saw these girls and they were very unique and they would design their own outfits and they had their own signature style. So people are noticing that you have your own signature style. Like when they see that, they know it's you. You could even have a signature like catchphrase or a signature jacket or makeup look or perfume that you like to wear. That's what people are noticing about you. There's something about you that is sparkly as well. Yeah, people are noticing that. People really feel that your beauty is very unique and they want to look like you. It could be people who wish that they could be as creative as you here. That's what they're noticing. The next card we have is choice. So you're very disciplined. When you put your mind to something, pal number one, you're going to do it. You're not going to be taking days off. And if you do, you're going to make up for it times 10. You put in the work to make things happen for yourself. So when it comes to your beauty, like you do the treatments, you do the under eye stuff, you do the face mask with the Aztec healing clay, you do the deep conditioning with your hair, you take your vitamins, you do those foot baths and those foot soaks. Like you actually put in the work to make yourself feel good, to make yourself beautiful. you know you put in that work to make yourself beautiful and to make yourself feel at peace. And this is something that people notice about you. Like you take care of your eyelashes, you take care of your eyebrows. Like you're very well put together. You take care of your body, you take care of your skin. People notice that you do a lot of self-care, but it's discipline because it's consistent. And you can see that when you take care of your skin, it starts to look good. It starts to glow. You've always had really good skin, pile number one, but it's like something you're doing now, like you're really, really glowing. You could be drinking more water, but whatever it is, like I said, it's working. The last card we have is Pisces. So again, you're in this creative energy. People are noticing that you give a lot more attention to your creativity and the things that make you happy than negativity and the drama and the haters. Like you're not worried about that. You're concerned on your spiritual growth. People are noticing that your spiritual growth is something that's being highlighted. So for example, you could be a spiritualist watching me, and people are noticing that your psychic gifts are expanding. Maybe they listened to one reading a year ago and they're listening to another one, and it's like it's more accurate. So there's something about your gifts expanding or improving with this Pisces energy. You could be near water. Some of you could literally be a Pisces. This makes me think about, I feel that you're coming out of isolation. Some of you may listen to Kali Uchis because for some reason, I think she has a song called that. Let me look it up. But she's a Cancer, so you may resonate with that energy. I feel like a lot of you may be going outside more because with this Pisces energy, it makes me think about isolation. Maybe you were in a period of isolation and now you're popping out more. It's an album. It's an album. Somebody should listen to the Isolation album by Kali Uchis or Kali Uchis, if I'm saying it correctly. I really, really love her music. Yes. Yes. But yeah. Oh, you could be putting people on to new music. That's what people are noticing about you. You could be listening to different music. Those are the messages that I have for you, pal number one. Let's get into your channel messages and then we're going to move on to pal number two. So, pal number one, your worth ethic has changed. We talked about that. You're putting in the work. There's a lot of spring energy around you, a lot of new beginnings. You may smell like flowers, you may wear flowers, but flowers could be very significant. You could be a teacher, like an English teacher. There's something with you in words and linguistics. And there's something about dramatic irony. So, from what I learned when I was like, what age was I when I learned this? I was about 14, and I learned about dramatic irony in my English class. And what I learned from my perspective was it's when us as the audience, we know something from reading a book or watching a film, but it's like the characters in that book or that film, they don't know what's going to happen yet. And this takes place more so within a movie because we're watching the movie and we can see how people are underhanded and we can see all that, but the character in the movie is unaware of that. There's something about you having some type of imposter syndrome and you're coming out of that. And that's what people are noticing. You're coming out of that imposter syndrome because you're really him. You're really her. And if you're non binary, you're really them. Okay? All of that. You're really who you say you are. That's what people are noticing. You're more consistent also with whatever you're doing. So if you're working out, you're more consistent. People can see your muscles building up. If you're eating healthy, people can see you like this is week 3 for you or month 3. Okay, you're very consistent. You could be speaking your mind more, but you do it in a way that is more articulate. It's like you check people without having to emotionally like go off or violate them or step out of character. It's like you can check people in an educational way. That's what people are noticing about you. People are noticing that you've confronted your shadow. You could be in a new community and people are noticing that you have a bright and sunny presence. Okay, you could be in a new home, a new car. We talked about that. New mindsets. There's a lot of new energy surrounding you, and that's what people are noticing. I got angel numbers for you, so you may be seeing 111 or 1111. You could be seeing 999, 1010, 88. You could also be seeing 777, 444, and 555. So thank you so much for tuning in, pal number one. Mwah. Peace. If you chose pal number two, this is going to be your reading. So, pal number two, I'm going to read a little bit of my book of channeled messages for you, and then we're going to get into your cards and then end this reading with the remaining messages, okay? All right. So, pal number two, people are noticing that you're finding love. So, I feel like this is in two ways. You're finding more self love. People can see the appreciation you have for yourself. You are more secure within yourself. And then for others of you, you are finding love, okay? And then some of you have actually found love. Like you have somebody in your corner that really, really loves you and appreciates you and is loyal to you. And people are noticing this. People are noticing the way that your partner loves on you if you have a partner here, okay? And for others of you, it's like you're finding yourself. You're loving yourself and you're more at peace. You could be a Libra, because Libra energy is coming through. And I feel that you are releasing a lot of anxiety and fear because the root chakra is prominent. You may be wearing a lot of red or eating red foods. You're recognizing the power of your presence. You're understanding that you don't need to be everywhere with everybody and you only need to be around people who value you. So people are noticing that they don't really see you out like that anymore because you understand the power of your presence. And we're going to finish this later. Let us get into your cards. So, pile number 2. What are people noticing about you? So the first card that we have is ideal partnership. So people are noticing again, you found love. Whether this was with yourself, with self-love, but also just you are finding love. Like people that love you are gravitating towards you. People who want to love you, people who have good intentions are gravitating towards you. This is what people are noticing. And this doesn't have to just be like in a romantic sense. People could see that you're attracting business opportunities, you're attracting friendships, you're attracting alliances and connections with people who truly value you. That is what people are noticing. We have confidence. So yeah, people are noticing that you're more confident, you love yourself. Then we have the sun card, and I just love this. It's like you are more aware of what's worth your energy. I feel like you may spend more time in the sun, so your skin is more tan. This is something that people are noticing about you. And there's something about you being in the studio. I don't know if you like to make music or play the harp or play an instrument, but this is something that people are noticing about you. Some of you could be getting like really good grades if you're in school, and people are noticing that you're making A's because it's something about an A plus, or something that you're doing is A plus worthy, and that's what people are noticing. The next card that we have is Cancer. So it's like you're more secure within yourself. You take better care of yourself, and you may spend time like at home. Like that's why people don't really see you out like that, because you've taken the time to be with yourself, to sit with your emotions and understand yourself. That's what people are noticing about you. You may be in a period of your life where you're more reserved, where you don't tell people what's going on. That's what they're noticing. That you're handling things more independently, that you are releasing the past. That's what people are noticing as well. You are releasing the past. You don't want any ties to your past. This is what your past people are realizing about you too, because you don't want to connect with them. You're trying to move forward, and they're realizing that they should too. The next card we have is the Eight of Swords. It's like, yeah, you're no longer trapped by the past. That's what people are noticing. You're not trapped by your fears and those old anxieties. You are growing out of that. You are maturing. That's what people are noticing. Certain mindsets you used to have, you don't have it anymore. You don't deal with the same shit you used to deal with. You don't tolerate the same stuff you used to tolerate. Some of you could even be more blunt. That's what people are noticing about you. The next card that we have is hunting and then desire. I feel like a lot of people are trying to find you. Maybe you block them on social media, pile number 2, but what people are noticing is that a lot of people want to get to you. A lot of people want to know what you're doing. And a lot of people wonder, like, why is pile number 2 so popular? Like, what is it about them? It's your aura. It's like people want to figure you out, pile number 2. That's what people are noticing. A lot of people want to date you. They want to have, what with you. Like, you have people thinking spicy thoughts about you, pile number 2. That's what people are noticing. It's like people want to be in your presence and your energy, but you know the power of it. That's why you don't give it away to too many people. You've definitely let go of the past because you were very open in the past. That's why people from the past, they're so confused because you're no longer that person. Pound number 2, it's like you learn to value your own energy and you learn to give it to people who deserve it. And it's like they don't understand that because back then you didn't have any boundaries and you gave and gave and gave, but it depleted you. And you learned that a hard lesson that you can't overgive. You have to be willing to pour back into yourself just as much as you want to pour into others. That's what people are noticing about you. They're noticing that you're not shy anymore to go for certain desires. Maybe you used to be shy, but you're coming out of that. Maybe you had stage fright or something like that. You used to doubt yourself, but you don't do that anymore. And that's what people are noticing about you. The next card that we have is the eighth house. So you're more private, more secretive. So people want to know, like, ooh, what's going on in pile number two's life? Because maybe at one point you were an open book, but you learned to have boundaries. And it's like now it's like back then people could have treated you like you were so regular. Pile number two, they treated you like you were so regular. Like, whatever. But now it's like they all want to know, well, what's going on? It's like people can kind of treat you like a celebrity. They want to know what's going on in your life. They want to get the quote unquote tea, but there is no tea because you're actually happy and at peace. Sometimes it can be so hard for people to believe that because they are so used to being miserable and they think that that's normal. They think happiness is fabricated, or they think that it's coming from something that could be taken away from you. So therefore the happiness can be taken away. But when it comes from within, things can be taken away from you. People can be taken away. But when it's within, nobody can touch that but you. So also you could be into things that are taboo. You could be doing things that are more taboo. This is what people are noticing about you. So your beliefs could be taboo, your sexual orientation, people could consider that taboo, but it's like you're confident regardless, okay? And it's also this transformation energy. That's what the eighth house is, Scorpio energy. Somebody could be a Scorpio, but it's transformation energy. People realize that you're not the same. That's what they're noticing. I keep saying realize, even though this is a what are people noticing reading. I keep saying that, but it's like people are realizing things as much as they're noticing. They're realizing and noticing. How about that? Okay. You could be having like some type of inheritance, like you could actually get an inheritance or something like that. Inheritance. I'm over here saying the word wrong. But you could be getting something like that. That's what people are noticing about you. It's like you're putting an end to things and cycles and places. It's like you're putting an end to the past for good. Pile number two. That is what people are noticing about you. You're saying bye to the past and saying hello to your present moment and enjoying what that can create in your future. That's what people are noticing about you. We have I miss your touch. Yeah. People from the past, it's like it's something about past energy within a lot of my readings, and I noticed this within other readers. Like it's like the past wants to come back and try to claw its way back, but that's because we're going to a new earth. And it's like the things that are falling away are gonna try to come back. And it's like these people, they can't come back. They've already done too much damage. You have people missing you. And I feel like people notice this. Other people notice that other people are missing you, pal number two. Like maybe these people talk to them about you and they're noticing like, wow, pile number two must have been a really significant person because it's been 5 or 10 years and you're still talking about them. So people are realizing that like you hold a lot of weight in people's life. That's what they're noticing about you. Then we have Uranus being here. So it's like you're very unique. And it's like the way you come into people's lives and help them. It's like people consider you to be like this alien sometimes, pal number two, because it's like they've never experienced somebody like you. That's what people are noticing about you. You're also somebody who you're open to new things. You're very open minded. Like when people get to know you, it's like you're so much more than surface level. People could sometimes just see you and think, oh, okay, this person is just into this. But when they get to know you, they see it's much deeper. You have a lot more depth than sometimes people give you credit for, pal number two. And that's what they're noticing. Because certain people could judge you by face value, or the job you have or the car you drive. And they don't see that you're much more than that. Because maybe you do like to look nice. Like that's what people are noticing. Like you look nice, but you still are very smart. People could try to make you feel like you're London Tipton, pal number two, but your beauty and brains. That's what they're noticing. I think that energy came out for pile number three as well. Yeah. So you may be drawn to that pile. Take what resonates. You have a different way of looking at life. Like you have different philosophies of life, but they work for you, and that's what people are noticing. The last card we have is Distant Lover. So again, people from the past, they're noticing that you've distanced yourself. So again, a lot of people want to find you. That's why they're hunting for you, because you've created a distance, whether this is literal, like you don't live near them, you've blocked them on social media, or it's a spiritual distance. But whatever it is, people are noticing that they can't have access to you anymore. It's not easy. Some people may have liked to lurk on your page. Like I'm hearing spirit say it was their bread and butter. Like it was their bread and butter. And it was like now they're blocked. So some people could be noticing that they don't have access to you anymore in the ways that they used to. Some people are noticing that you have more restrictions with them. If these are certain people in your life, like you are more selective with the information that you tell people, people are noticing that. But yeah, let's get into your channel messages. Let's finish them. So you experiment and try new things. You may like science, and this is something that people are noticing, like quantum physics, things like that. Nobody looks like you but you. Emerald could be significant. December and Christmas could be significant. There's a song that came through with Janae Aiko. It's called Wrap Me Up. Let me see. It's called Wrap Me Up. It's so beautiful. It's like kind of like a Christmas song to me. And it's featuring someone else. James Fauntleroy. James Fauntleroy. Yeah, it's featuring them on there. It's a really good song. But this is just also just reiterating that romantic energy. So yes, a lot of people want you. That's what people are noticing. You have a lot of suitors, a lot of people who desire you. And there's something, if you are in a loving relationship, take what resonates. If you're in a loving relationship, it's like people are watching you be loved properly. Like maybe you had a history of people mistreating you in relationships, but it's like now you found your person. That's what people are noticing, pound number two. It could be people that are waiting on you to be single, but it's like your partner is not letting you go anytime soon, okay? Like you're being loved properly. You're not going anywhere. Okay? And that's in a good way, not in a scary, possessive way, okay? Just to clarify. It's in a good way because you have somebody who values you, pound number two. If you're currently in a connection that's healthy, okay, take what resonates. But for some of you, you may be single and it's like people are wanting to come towards you because of that. They're noticing that. Somebody who literally could be in the studio making music. Maybe you post about it or you make references to it on social media. But yeah, that's something people are noticing, that you have a unique fashion sense. You could be a fashion designer if you wanted to, because the way you put things together is it's really cool. Okay. Then we have MIA. So you may be more MIA, and this is something that people are noticing, like you're not posting a lot, but it's because you're working on yourself or you're working on your craft, if you're making music or art, or it's just, you're taking more time for self to love on yourself. This is something that people are noticing about you. And that is what I got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Pound number two. Mwah. Peace. And last but not least, pound number three. If you chose this reading, this is for you. All right, so we're going to read a little bit of your channel messages to start off with, and then we're going to get the cards and then end with the remaining messages. All right. All right. So you are healing. I love this energy, pound number three. It's like you're healing your inner child. You laugh, you smile more. You literally just have more joy in your life. Okay, I love that. You may wear pink a lot more often, and your energy comes off very, very loving. You're highly respected and sought after. Maybe you have some type of gift or some type of talent that people need. Like they need your services. There's something about you being of service to people. That's what they're noticing. And you have family members noticing things about you. It's like you are this beautiful castle. Pound number three, your energy is like this beautiful castle that only the worthy can experience. It's literally like the Secret Garden. If you've seen that movie, like certain people couldn't come in. That's how your energy is. People are noticing how sacred it is. And you could have a connection to earth and like herbs and stuff like that. And people are noticing that, okay? That you're earthy. You could have a family member noticing things about you, an auntie particularly. Let's get into your cards. So pile number three. The first card that we have for you is the fifth house. So people could be noticing that, again, you're healing your inner child. You also could just be having more fun, more joy in your life. Maybe you're going to the casino or you're trying to fill out the lottery, or like somebody here may go to bingo. Maybe you're a little bit older or not. Okay, people are noticing that. You're having more fun with yourself. You're having fun with other people. You're more loving. You show more love to yourself. You have more gratitude. People are noticing that. And you may be really good with children. If you have children, people are noticing that you're a really good parent. You take care of your kids and you love on them. People are noticing that you're a great role model for children. So maybe you don't have children and you're like an auntie or uncle or cousin or whoever, or even a sibling, and people are noticing that you're a good role model. Maybe you work at a daycare or you do something for children. Maybe you want to write children's books or something like that. Take what resonates, and people are noticing that. You could be a Gemini as well. Take what resonates. The next card that we have is Virgo. So yeah, you're being of service to other people in some way. Maybe you grow herbs or a garden. Maybe you like to go to the farmer's market, or you sell things at like a farmer's market or something in your community. This is what people are noticing about you. You have a green thumb. You're very connected to plants. Maybe you work on a farm or something like that and people are noticing that. Or you live out in the country and people are noticing that. Somebody here may like to wear cowboy boots and people are noticing that. You have follow your heart. So whatever path you're on, pile number 3, people are noticing that you're staying true to yourself. Even if they have suggestions, even if they feel like you should be doing X, Y, and Z, you know what you should be doing and you're following your heart. You're letting your heart take the lead and you're healing. So you're listening to your heart more. You're listening to your body more. This is what people are noticing. Some of you may like to go to the beach and like surf or be on the water in the ocean. This is what somebody is noticing about you. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. You've let a lot of bygones be bygones, pile number 3. You've released a lot. You've released a lot of people. You stopped replaying certain situations in your head and you've made peace. You've also made some discoveries within yourself that's helped you to have grace for yourself and to move on. Some of you could have discovered that you were like neurodivergent and it helped you understand like why you had certain issues with like social interactions or why people misunderstood you. Take what resonates because that's not for everybody. But it's like you have a lot more mental clarity. You have a lot more understanding on who you are and how you operate and the way your brain thinks, okay? You could be somebody who's very cerebral and very intelligent, and this is something people are noticing about you. I picked this energy up in pile number 2, pile number 3, so you may resonate. And even if you don't, it's okay. It's like this energy of people thinking you were like London Tipton, or people could have thought you were like ditzy because you were very fashionable or cutesy, but you were still very, very smart. It's like you could be somebody who's nerdy, but because of the stereotype of what a nerd is supposed to look and act like, they could mistake you for not having intelligence when you have a lot, and sometimes even a lot more than the people who are opposed to you or are assuming that you don't have the intelligence. The next card that we have is the Hermit. So with this Virgo energy, somebody here is a Virgo. You've taken a look at yourself. You've seen the deepest, darkest parts of your soul, and you still love yourself. Some of you could have went to therapy, or you've created your own therapy here, and people are noticing an improvement in the way you show up and the way you present yourself. You're not so anxious anymore. You're not so self-conscious anymore. This is what people are noticing. I feel like you do better in social situations. You don't panic anymore. You know how to relax. You have a lot of awareness of who you are. You have a lot of awareness of your strengths and your weaknesses. So nobody can tell you who you are. I feel like with the Hermit card, like I said, with that castle energy, a lot of people can't get into that energy. A lot of people are locked out of your energy, and that's what they're noticing. Because we have the Five of Wands. Like, you don't pay the drama any mind. The people who are trying to compete, the people who are trying to throw stones, it's like you don't allow that to penetrate your aura, and that's what people are noticing. That's why I was also picking up pile number 1. It's so interesting how these readings can be connected because I can pick up other piles in the same pile. Because I was picking up pile number 2 for a minute, but I was also getting pile number 1 because there was a similar energy where people were trying to provoke pile number 1, but it's like that energy didn't really work. It didn't really get to them. It didn't really like affect them. And this is the same energy here. It's like you are focused on your healing, you're focused on your happiness, that you don't have time to worry about who don't like you and who have a problem with you and who don't like who you're dating and what you're doing. Like, that doesn't matter. Those are all trivial things that do not matter. That's what people are noticing, that you are above that. Their little antics and little petty behavior, it doesn't do anything but make them look bad. That's what people are noticing, that when they try to be petty towards you, it makes them look bad. And there could have been things that I feel like it's also given childhood energy. You maybe were bullied in your childhood, but you've overcome that. And people are noticing, especially if it was family who talked about you and went against you, they're noticing how you came out on top and you love yourself despite the ways that they try to make you hate yourself, you know? The next card that we have is, you act like a Capricorn. Yeah, you have a lot more restrictions. You don't allow a lot in, because Capricorn is connected to Saturn. People are noticing that they're getting their karma as well. That made me think about that with Saturn, for the ways that they treated you. Third house. Yeah, early childhood. There's something about things that happened in your early childhood, and people are noticing that you're overcoming that. And I said Gemini, and this is literally Gemini. There's something about you understanding your mind and the way your brain works. You're understanding that you may be different from other people, literally. And that's okay. You're embracing your differences. There's something about aunties and uncles and cousins. I'm hearing J. Cole say, I have some aunties and some uncles that's too proud to give apologies. Yeah. You may have some family members who owe you some apologies, pound number 3. That's what people are noticing. Maybe there's some talk about this in the family. Yeah. Last card we have is Oshun solar plexus. Well, not the last card, but one of them. Oshun solar plexus. So you're very tapped into your confidence, and your solar plexus chakra is opening up more. So again, you're not very self-conscious when you walk into places. Even if you are a little nervous in social interactions, it's like it doesn't show. It's like you handle them very well. And this is growth, because your past self, this may have been very difficult for you to do and it hindered you, but now you're able to network, because maybe you're sensitive to energy as well. So when you would go up to people, you could just feel stuff and it was hard to be in their presence. But now you've learned how to feel energy without letting it affect you too much. You're healing from some type of childhood trauma as well, and this is what people are noticing. We have beauty. It's like you see the beauty within yourself. It's like people may have tried to hide this from you, pound number 3, but you see it within yourself. Maybe you're in the beauty industry in some way, and this is what people are noticing about you. Whether you're modeling, whether it's fashion, whether you make things, or you do makeup, or whatever it is here, you design things. People are noticing that you have some connection to the beauty industry. And then we have spontaneity. So people are noticing that you do a lot of things spontaneously, but they work out for you. I feel like you've been moving in silence. So when you do things, people think it's spontaneous, but you've been planning for a long time. With that Capricorn energy, you've been planning. So people are seeing your endeavors and they see them as spontaneous, but it's actually something you've been planning. People are noticing that you're exploring your life more. You're making better friendships. You're meeting people. Somebody here could be singing as well. People are noticing that you have a really good singing voice. People are noticing that you have some type of creative talent that you're bringing more to the surface. And yeah, let's get into your channel messages. The rest of them. You could be reparenting yourself. There's something about parenthood. So maybe you didn't grow up with close parents, and people are noticing how, even though you didn't have that, you still turned out really good. You still turned out loving yourself despite that trauma and the absence of them. You're healthy. You eat healthy. Something people are noticing. You're good with kids. We talked about that. There's something about your beauty regimens, okay? You may resonate with pal number 1. You're in your own lane. So even if people copy you or compete with you, you don't have a reaction. You're true to yourself. Because this is what I noticed about people who copy. Eventually they get tired of it and they go copy somebody else, because they're not going to be consistent enough to keep up with you, because they're not you. They don't have that same energy. They don't have that same spirit. Period. There's a lot of Virgo energy. You could have walked away from a lot of things. People are noticing that you walked away from a lot that didn't serve you, but it contributed to your greater good, because now you have lessons that you can teach other people. You may talk about the things that have happened to you as well, and people are noticing that. You could be the distant family member. People are noticing that you don't come around as much, but they know why you don't come around because of the family dynamic that's toxic. It's something about you representing excitement. It's like your family is so dull. Pal number three, no offense. It's like their energies are so dull, and it's like you're the bright star in your family. You're the bright light. So it's like they have to talk about you or want you around so you can provide them with that energy. It's like you represent excitement. You bring that kind of energy around. They don't know what to do when you're not around, or they don't know what to talk about. It's like you're very fascinating, you know? It's energy, though. They don't understand that. You're very smart. That's a channel message, okay? People may have tried to make you feel dumb or make you feel like you didn't understand things, but you're very smart and you're very far from dumb. And your reputation is really good. People are noticing that. People speak highly of you. There may be a person that try to see if they can get the gossip on you or the tea, and then it's like somebody will bring you up and they're like, no, pal number three is amazing, I love them, they've done this, they've done that, and that person is just like, what? Like they were waiting for somebody to say something bad, but people have nothing but good things to say about you, pal number three. That's what people are noticing, that people say a lot of good things about you. You're looked at very favorably. You could have your status online going up. That's what people are noticing, like your online status is changing. If you are a creator, people are noticing that you're getting more subscribers, or you're getting more supporters, more fans, more money, more abundance. Okay, you're growing. That's what people are noticing. So thank you so much, pound number three. That was all the messages that I channeled. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until we meet again, mwah, peace.